Good morning, Heart Tribe. Good morning, beautiful folks. It's another sunny day. Sleep eluded me again last night. I did sleep a little bit, but not so much. And today we've got some of Pete's family coming to visit for a spot of lunch. So we've got things to potter on new, and also I'm going to pick out some new glasses because at the moment when I'm trying to read, it's all a bit fuzzy with my glasses on. So I've got a new prescription. I got that just before lockdown, and was putting money together to get my new glasses, and then everything got shut down. So no glasses, and completely forgot about it. But when I was trying to read my recipes, the day before yesterday, for banana, pistachio, and pecan bread, and these gluten-free chocolate orange cookies, could I see anything? No. I was it was very blurry, so I thought now is the time to get on and and book in and get some new glasses so I can actually see things clearly. Anyway, so last night was another hot, sultry one for many people, and I was watching the weather map and looking at where these amazing thunderstorms were happening across the country. And I think Elaine posted up. She's been up since about 5, I think, and she had put how lush and green and everything looked, and you could see raindrops on things, and that was refreshing and beautiful, and it was a lovely picture to wake up to whilst I was slowly melting in my bed. So I've had a nice cool shower. I've got my frock on today, barefoot, drinking a cup of tea in the garden, and getting ourselves together. Pete's a superstar because I came down and tea in my unicorn cup was there waiting for me. I love that man so much. Oh, yes. So I hope you're all well and dealing with wonderful weather. Oh, that was just a beautiful cool breeze. Can you hear the birds? I've got one. I don't know. Maybe I can show you him. Let's see. I don't know. Maybe he's on the fence. Maybe you can see him. There's 2 of them come to join me today, which is very lovely. I don't know if you saw them, but there they are. They're there. You can hear them. And down there was last night after Poppy and I did that drumming, and Poppy was really surprised because as she walked out of the Sacred Space door, there's a crow there, and this crow has been around for the best part of last week, spending time and becoming more aware of our presence and letting us become more aware of the crow's presence. And the thunderstorms, I know. We're on Woden's Day today, the Wisdom Day today. So we're supposed to get the big storms tomorrow. So actually on Thursday, I'm quite excited about that. But right down there yesterday, we came out of Sacred Space, Poppy and I. As I say, Poppy came face to face with our young crow, who's decided to adopt this garden. And it's a gift because we see crows around here, but because we've got buzzards as well, they don't really get on, especially when it's nesting season. And the crows will actually sort of team up together and chase the buzzards away. So there's an uneasy truce right now, I think, possibly, I don't know. So we have this crow that's hanging about in the garden. The crow's not there right now, probably having a lion. But as we walked out the Sacred Space, or as Poppy did, she came face to face with this crow, and I was like, well, yeah, so the crows probably loved the music, so we had a bit of crow energy yesterday. But as we came up and to drink and all of that kind of stuff, and I sit here quite a bit looking at the garden and looking at the flowers and things, and I thought, oh, that bird down, it's a quite shy bird, but it was down by the swing, and sort of has a very sleek. They almost look like they're very dapper gentlemen. They look a bit back, very straight, and I sort of looked and realised that it was a green woodpecker. And you can hear them a lot. You can hear them. They've got an amazing kind of, I can't make the sound that they make, this call that they make, their song, and we used to put a full egg out for, and cheese. They like cheese as well, but I will put a full egg out for the crow. But the crow has actually been sort of feeding on, because we've got a number of sort of ants' nests around in the grass, and they're very, very big communities, I'm guessing. But they are, the crow is enjoying fresh ants, I think, right now, and other buggies, that he or she is having a little smorgasbord down there, I think. Sometimes we've got starlings, and sometimes you go down and it almost looks like you can watch here. If I'm lucky enough, I will video it, but sometimes it's almost like a convention of birds down on the grass, and they're all hopping around and trying to find whatever they're trying to find, having a little feast of something. It was such a gift to see that woodpecker, because they are quite shy. They almost are aware before you are. They're completely aware of where you are, and it's so it was I'm sure that woodpecker knew I was watching. And because I didn't try to venture any closer, it allowed me to just watch it having its wonderful feast last night. So it made my heart very, very happy to see this beautiful, beautiful woodpecker. And like the crow, as I said yesterday, this crow that has decided to hang out in our garden and let us get to know it. I went down day before yesterday to collect our washing, because the washing lines were right down the bottom, and as I say, I've seen it over the days, and it became aware I was getting closer and closer and closer to it. And I was talking to the crow, as you do, saying hi, and I was all right. I'm just going to collect the washing. I'm not here to disturb you, or all of that kind of stuff. So that's what I did. You see, you might see Pete in a minute. So we're going to have to put the event shelter cover up. So I'm going to have to go soon, finish my tea, and go and help him. Love that man. I did move the event shelter yesterday. It's just I'm too short to actually put the cover in, so I need assistance. I can't do it on my own, so I will be helping him shortly. But I have to drink the nectar of the gods, my tea first. Oh, that crow was awesome. I was saying that he or she, the crow, was fully aware of where I was, and after a while just kind of let me watch where I was, but acknowledged me, and as I acknowledged this amazing creature, and that was such a gift. And I think the more you can, the quieter you are in here, and calmer you are in your heart. And if any of you've got animals, you know that animals will pick up on how you feel. So the calmer you are, if you can take joy and feel gratitude when you get that close to a wild animal. Oh yes, crows do. I'll tell you this amazing story about. I think it was bigger than a crow. I think it was a raven, but from that family of feathered. The feathered folks, Poppy was quite young. She must have been about 3. So she was in a booster seat or in a kid seat, but she was clever enough to be able to undo it herself. And me, Pete and Poppy had driven down to Kent for Pete to do Celtic Sweat Lodge at Kerkeray. And at that point, my mum used to live in Kent too. So we used to go, and I used to spend the day with Kerkeray and with the beautiful community there, and there's another branch of family, and we'd spend the day, sit around the fire and do all that kind of stuff. And then when it was time for people to go and sit in lodge, I used to take Poppy off and we'd go over to Nana's house, because it's only about half an hour or so drive. Anyway, on the way there I needed to stop for fuel. Obviously Poppy's in the back all buckled in, right, and I've gone to Paris to stay there. We closed the door, went and paid, so it's 2 minutes, isn't there? When I've come back, started the car and gone, okay, Poppy, and she didn't look back, and that was my mistake. Didn't look back. Anyway, she kind of went, yeah, was giggling, and I didn't think anything of it. Anyway, went to start the car, or I started the car, and I was just about to move off, and this big, I swear it was either a very big crow or a raven, literally flew in front of my car, in front of the windscreen, and was just sort of flapping its wings as if to say, like that almost. It's the only way to explain it. So it was like that, as if to say stop. So I kind of stopped, looked at this amazing bird, and then looked behind me and realised what Poppy had done, because she thought it was funny, was to unbuckle herself and climb into the boot of the car, because I had a hatchback. So I was like, okay, looked at this amazing bird and said thank you. With that, the bird flew away, and I'm like, Poppy, you need to get into your seat. You need to be safe. I can't drive without you in your seat. That's the whole point of having these seats. You can't be climbing around the boots. So she was like, oh, okay, sorry, Mummy. I said, it's okay. I said, it's more you give me a fright, and if something happened to you, it would break my heart. So, good morning, Elaine. Good morning. I love you. What another Scorchio day. But that story has stuck with me, because crows do, all of them, crows and ravens, and the jackdaws are a bit cheeky with their blue eyes, but they all have a memory. They all know if you're kind, and they talk to each other. So if you're not nice, they will remember that. If you are kind to the crows and the ravens. So yes, I can imagine your mum, your grandmother, giving a whole egg. A friend of mine who absolutely loves crows and ravens, she puts a plate of chopped cheese out each morning for her crows and ravens to come into the garden, or her friends to come visit, which is she said it's wonderful. As I say, I not so much, but I was thinking to myself, I would like to put a little gift out for the crow, because it's been so nice to see this crow hopping around. I love the way they kind of skip dance as well. So it's been a bit of crow magic, and I always think that's the messenger of magic. Those particular birds, they bring with them that feeling of connection, which, as I say, when we're going back to that feeling, that calm space within you, if you're feeling calm, animals will feel that, they're naturally empathic, so they feel how you feel. And if you're calm and laid back and feeling connected and feeling, and feeling also, it's not just about feeling connected, because you can feel connected and you can feel low, but if you're feeling positive as well, they'll pick up on that. And I have more and more animals around here. I had a little sparrow, because it's been so hot, perch itself literally on the entrance of the conservatory, the doorway of the conservatory, with its mouth open to say, look, I'm a bit thirsty. So I went round, and I've got a couple of little mini bird feeding stations around, which have got little bowls with water in. So I went and filled them up, and then put a little tray of water on the table as well. So they've got water. But it's that listening as well as, feeling. You can listen with your heart, not just hear. And sometimes here people don't listen because they're too busy trying to work out what they're going to reply with. So listen. It's a song, isn't it, from women rock band, Listen to Your Heart. That's going to be in my head now. But water. Yes, the water. Well, this is it, and we're going to need it. And there is going to be storms. I can feel them. They're starting to happen over this country. Things. Hopefully, it'll break the heat a bit. And like I said to you, I will definitely be dancing in it when it starts to rain, because that's what I do. Feel that nourishment. Pete was most disappointed last night because he went in. He wasn't planned to work yesterday, but he ended up having to go in to do a late shift. And when I said, "Oh, Peppy and I were drumming last night, tonight," and he was like, "Oh, I miss all the fun." And I said, "Well, maybe we can do something later today." So I'm not promising, but we might get to do some more drumming tonight, which would be very cool. I love to drum with Pete. I love to drum with Poppy, but drumming with Pete as well is just special. I mean, we've drummed in some amazing places. I don't know if you saw, I had a picture come up from one of my memories of me standing by a burial cairn, and that was on St David's Peninsula, on the west coast in Wales, on one of our amazing holidays over there. And as the sun went down, I was cupping that and holding the cairn, because we went up there, we found this place, we were drawn to it with our drums. We went there and asked if the ancestors would like us to drum. And as we were drumming, and the sun was setting, and it was actually setting through this cairn, and my drum changed, the sound changed. It became an older drum, basically. It's only going to explain it. And that was such a gift. But we've drummed back to back in the Ring of Brodgar in February while the winds are blowing, and we're turning with our back to back, drumming to all of the stones to give them on honouring, not to take, to give back, to give thanks for these amazing sacred spaces that we've been able to go to and do that. Very rarely do ceremony to ask for something at these locations, but to honour the energy at that space and the ancestors that used to gather there. And that for me, it gives me great connection and calmness and understanding. That blood flows through our veins. We're all connected, and we're all connected to this land. We're all connected to the animals. We're all a living vibration. So we need to remember that. We need to be humble to that. We need to feel grateful for that, because I do. I don't know about you guys. I know most of you do. Feel grateful for that connection, that love, because it opens your heart out even more. And that, because that becomes that lighthouse, that encourages others to be brave enough to be open. Because it is a brave thing to do, because there's a lot of people it's been installed in a lot of, the regular society, you don't show those sort of things, you don't, showing your vulnerability is weak. Actually, it's one of the most strongest things you can do. It's one of the bravest things you can do. But you have to trust in yourself that you will open up and be vulnerable to the right people. When you do that, you shine your light, and it becomes even brighter, and you can feel that connected heartbeat of the land flowing through you and making you that child of nature that you are, the child of the universe, that we're all connected. Anyway, I really have to go because I really have to help Pete out. He has put the event shelter up because he's amazing. But I do need to get myself ready to go and pick out some glasses so I can get the right prescription for my eyeballs before I head down to Cornwall. So I should be going down to Cornwall soon, and I'll probably, I will bring you all with me. If it's not just, I might do a few lives. I might come off and have some fam time, because the three of us are having a little bit of a respite. My brother's come in to look after and spend some time with my mum, so she's got to have a great time with our boy, and I can have a great time with my two little darlings that I love and adore so much. Anyway, so I'm going to say I love you. Oceans and oceans and oceans of love. You're most welcome. You are most welcome. And, my heart is there, loving all of you, and all the heartbeats. And, we are the lighthouses. We are the people that we continue to walk our paths with integrity, love, gratitude, with our hearts open. We become those and inspire others to do the same. So love you all. Love, 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 love.